What's good, y'all, man? It's Moody back with a new video. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all Thanksgiving, been staying safe, out the way. Shit crazy out here nowadays, you feel me? But yeah, I got another story time for y'all. I ain't finna waste no more time. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and check out my last videos, but let's get into it. So this is a story time on how I fought a junkie for the first time, like a crackhead, whatever you wanna call it. But he was my nigga around that time too. Like he was actually my people. Like I fucked with him. But after all this shit happened, I did not fuck with him for good. We was always falling out. So basically, I was like 12 or 11, and I had went to the store. My grandfather gave me some money or whatever to give me some whatever I want from the store. So as I'm walking past this nigga J house. That's what we gonna call him. I ain't doing nothing, none of that. But he had I had asked him basically like, do you want to come to the store with me? You want something? He like, shit, yeah, let's go. Went to the store, came back. I went in the house, gave my grandmother what she wanted. So he went back to his house. Like his house was around the corner or whatever. And I told him to stop by when he done or whatever, doing what he was doing. So I took my grandfather, he gave me his magnifying glass or whatever to look at shit. I don't know why I took it. Like that's what he used for when he was reading or like, playing on word puzzles or whatever. So I went outside, I was just burning shit up with it because like it was hot as fuck. The sun reflection and all that, like the sun was beaming through that motherfucker. So I was just burning all type of shit up outside in front of their house basically. I ain't starting no fire or nothing. But like it was just like little shit, like some newspapers and all. I'm just burning shit up for no reason. I don't know why I did it. Like why, I don't know. But so then this nigga James came up. So he had like a fruit bottle or whatever, like them little beers or liquors, whatever you want to call it. Like it's basically like some alcohol or whatever, but it was empty. So I'm like, what the fuck you got a beer bottle for? He ain't say nothing, whatever. So he just watching me burn shit up. Then he was like, burn this ant, burn this ant. I'm like, all right. So I'm putting that bitch by. I'm like, I can't do it. So I asked him to do it. He trying to do it, whatever. And this nigga gave it back to me or whatever. And I'm like, I'm looking, I'm like, bro, why it ain't working or whatever. I'm like, probably because he keep moving. And this nigga smashed the whole beer bottle on my fucking hand while I had my right hand on the ground, but my left hand was actually holding the magnifying glass. This nigga smashed that motherfucker right on my hand. And I'm talking about it was glass everywhere. And I'm sitting there, and it's crazy because the shit really didn't hurt to me like that. But I thought I'd be hurt, but my hand did not hurt. So next thing I'm looking at him like we just paused. Like it wasn't nothing. Like he looking at me, I'm looking at him. Like we paused for 10 seconds. Now I look back at my hand. My hand all hot, like it's hot blood. Then I'm looking at him like, bro, my hand real life bleeding because of you. So then I threw the piece that he smashed, like the little end piece with the bottle cap on there still, whatever. I threw that bitch at him. And I'm trying to chase this nigga, and I'm just in disbelief at this point. I'm like, my hand's sitting here bleeding. I'm probably bleeding now. I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm young as fuck. I'm like 11 or 12. So this nigga, he ran back to his house. I ain't even chase him all the way. I went in the house. My grandfather passed me up. He like, what the fuck happened? I'm like, this nigga, I'm like, he just threw a bottle on my hand for no reason. I was mad as fuck. I was crying and shit. So I was young as fuck. I was young. But it's the fact this nigga, like, he always did crazy shit. Like, he was like a crack baby. Like, this, he did dumb shit. He was a junk. He did everything you could think of. This nigga, like, he had white stuff in his nose. I don't know what the fuck he be on. But it's crazy. His older sister, like, wasn't into that shit. So I don't know who in his family, but his older sister was, like, actually, like, a civilized person. This nigga, on the other hand, wasn't. Like, he was fucked up. And then me and this nigga, we always fell out, all type of shit. So when he did that, that was the end of it. Like, and I didn't even bother going to his house. I ain't go there when his auntie was there, because the auntie stayed with him time to time. But I ain't go there to try to confront the nigga. Now I was so cool. I was like, when I see him, because he used to be like coming through my grandmother's backyard, cutting through there to get to our house, all that, or just cutting through there for whatever the fuck reason. So I'm like, whenever I see him, it's over with. I'm gonna catch him, and it's on the floor. Feel me? So I didn't see this nigga. But I'm sitting there, like, it all went. We was just playing with the fucking, like, magnifying glass, burning shit up to that. So I'm like, man, this shit is crazy. So then his older sister or cousin, I don't know, it's one or two, but I know she was there. Like, she was basically a sister to this nigga. But she came by. She was like, what happened? I seen her running in the house, whatever, around the corner. And I'm like, he just came over here. We was just cool, and he just smashed a beer bottle on my hand for what? Like a whole glass beer bottle, whatever the fuck it was. Like, And I was just upset. I was just ready to, do that to him. You feel me? So then, um, I told her what happened or whatever. She was like, "Don't worry about him." She was like, "You ain't gonna see him again." All that. I'm like, "Cool, 'cause I don't want to see that nigga again." She's like, she knew what I was on basically, and she was saying we don't need all that, whatever. She said at most she gonna try to get him to come back and apologize, like she gonna be with him. But it's crazy thing about it is that nigga never did it throughout that whole day. So, anywho, skipping past that, later on that same night, two of my closest friends, we had went to the gas station like to get some snacks or whatever. But this one dude had stopped us asking us, do we got some money for him? Do we got any of that shit he be taking? And we like, no, we don't do that. Then on top, I mean, I guess it wasn't a lot of people outside for real. But I'm like, no, I ain't got none of that. So they actually left me outside to talk to this nigga. So I'm out there just conversating with him, whatever. He, after we gave him the $5, whatever, he doing backflips off this one nigga car. He sitting there, I don't know, man. He throwing shit at the dude car. No, he doing all type of crazy shit. He telling me like, "Oh, I'm gonna look after you, nephew. You ain't gotta worry about nothing." He's just doing everything. But in my head, I'm wishing that they'll hurry up because I'm getting uncomfortable at this point. So then they come out, they distracting him, talking to him, whatever. I walk in the fucking gas station. Guess who I see? I seen this dude, Jay. He all the way in the back grabbing him a great fucking huggy and had like 2 bags of chips on him and like one of them little Debbie snacks or whatever. So I see him. He ain't even know I was in there. His back was towards me or whatever. I'm just standing there and shit. He turned around, he see me, he instantly ran out the fucking door. Hey, I would not make this up. He ran out the door so fast, like I couldn't even get a chance to grab him before he took off. Like grab him, cause he running past me. If I'm right there by the door, like towards the counter, I couldn't even grab him cause he ran so fast. So I ran out with it. I ran out after him. I'm chasing him around the car that the one dude was throwing shit at. I'm chasing him, whatever. Next thing you know, I finally grabbed him. I'm like, man. I'm like, what you running for? He talking about, I ain't do nothing. So shit, I'm like, you ain't do nothing. I'm like, what you running for? He talking about, I ain't do nothing. Next thing you know, we in this bitch, we working. We throwing all type of shit. Like, it was just crazy. He got on the ground and I was about to stumble. Before I stumped him, I'm hearing 2 niggas behind me yelling at each other. And it was the nigga that stopped us asking for money and the dude who car he was throwing shit at. They was fighting each other, man. Like, when I tell you the fight was so crazy, because this nigga got hit in the head with a fucking bike, bro. I don't know who bike it was. It was a blue fucking bike. And the dude who car it was, he got hit in the head. Like, he was basically losing to the fucking junkie. Like, if I had to pick who was winning the fight, I'd get my money on the junkie because he was really just, like, really putting them bitches on them. Like, it was so crazy to me, man. And the whole time, I'm just thinking, like, damn, he cool as fuck. Like, he wasn't really doing too much. I mean, he was doing backflips. He was throwing shit. But other than that, he was cool to talk to. So but when he really started throwing that shit at his car, I'm like, okay, I don't know what type of dude or what he on. So that's why I was really wishing they'd hurry up. Because just how he was cool to talk to, he was gonna instantly flip up. But yeah, he was working him. He had him on the ground. He was stumping him. He poured the 5th on him that he had and spitting on him and shit. I'm like, oh, man. Meanwhile, I look over, this dude Jay took off. He was nowhere to be found. I swear to God, he was nowhere to be found. And to this day, after that, I haven't seen him since. But, I mean, I came out as a winner, obviously, because I had him on the ground and shit. I mean, I didn't really have as much damage on me like he did. He had bruises, all type of shit on him. But I never seen him since. And it's crazy because I seen his sister or whoever. I seen her on the bus one day when I got in middle school. I even asked about him. She said she ain't even seen him. I hope he doing well. And yeah, even though like he was my nigga and all that, he did do some fiend ass shit, junkie, like some crazy shit. I did try to help him, but at the end of the day, y'all gotta remember, y'all can't help somebody who don't want to be helped. Even his auntie was trying to help him. He wasn't on it. And he a little kid. I mean, they didn't put him out, obviously. They care about him or whatever. But I don't know where his mom was at or where his dad, but like, I don't know. He stayed with his grandmother. His auntie stayed there, basically, even though she was there time to time. But yeah, you can't help a person now that don't want to be helped. But it was just crazy about them turn of events, though, man. Like, it went from me and this nigga fighting to a whole junkie and a random person fighting at a fucking gas station. Like, who would have ever thought that? Meanwhile, I was fighting him with my hands still wrapped up. I mean, I was cool, though, man. But, I mean, I hope he doing well. Other than that, though, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. I'm going to have more story times for y'all. I'll just be reminiscing on the past a lot. So I'm gonna just share this with y'all. Y'all might find it entertaining, y'all might not. I mean, I can't really speak for y'all, but me personally looking back at it is just funny, and it's like I wonder what I would do now at this age if I got into the same situation. But times was different back then, so I can't really say much. But yeah, man, I'm gonna run this video up. I'm definitely gonna try to drop some more story times. I'm gonna try to get some IRLs in, like some vlogs or whatever. I'm planning on getting a setup. I'm gonna do some gaming stuff, more gaming and all that. But yeah, man, I'm out.